Okay, this week I'm using this fan to hypnotize you, actually to de-hypnotize you, because you've all listened to medical doctors. We all have, and we've listened to the bullshit that they've spread throughout this country and around the world about certain organs of the human body. So this week I'm going to talk a little bit about the appendix and about the gallbladder, because many of you on Instagram have asked that question. So here we go. The appendix. Okay, a lot of you have asked, do you really need your appendix? Your appendix is no longer considered something that is useless. If you pick up any immune book, you'll be reading about the appendix when you're reading about immunology. Part 2 coming up. Okay, the appendix is no longer considered God's screw-up or something that you don't need hanging out down there at the bottom of your colon. It has a number of functions. First off, it is now known to be what's called a lymphoid aggregation, meaning that it's placed in a certain area of your body to detect infection that might be present, therefore stimulating your immune system into action. Now, why in its position in the bottom of your cecum, in the beginning of your cecum, in your large intestine, colon, or bowel, whatever you want to call it, there's where the food gets dumped into first, and it's there to detect any possible infection, and if it detects that infection, it helps to stimulate your immune system into action. So don't cut it out, my friends. You know why people cut it out? Because it gets stuffed with shit. That's right, it gets impacted. That's the number one reason for appendicitis. The appendix is a lymphoid aggregation. It's at the very first part of your large intestine, your bowel, or your colon, whatever you want to call it. It is a lymphoid aggregation. It detects any type of infection that may be in your undigested food before it can hurt you. It actually releases fluid that lubricates your fecal matter on its first uphill movement in your large intestine, and also fluids and white blood cells to disinfect anything that could hurt you that's inside your body, getting ready to be eliminated, where all your water is being absorbed in your large intestine. So your appendix, and there's also information out that your spleen and other organs don't work as well when your appendix has been removed. If God put it there, you keep it. Hey, I forgot one more thing about the appendix. There are 3 lymphoid aggregations within the human body: the tonsils, the Peyer's patches in the small intestine, and the appendix in the large intestine. Think about it. All 3 are located in our digestive, assimilation, and elimination tract from your mouth to your anus. They're there at the beginning, the tonsils, in the middle, the Peyer's patches, and at the end, the appendix. They're there to detect any invaders coming into our body that can hurt us. They're there to stimulate our immune system. They're there to help all the other immune organs. They're there to release chemicals and get your immune system stimulated into action to destroy any invader that comes into the human body. Don't cut out the tonsils. Don't cut out the appendix. Don't cut out things that God has put into your body. It's that simple.
Knjige doktora Ričarda Šulca, Lečenje neizlečivih bolesti, 30-dnevni program čišćenja organizma i druga izdanja, kao i biljne preparati i tinkture prema originalnim receptima doktora Šulca možete nabaviti putem telefona 063 732 7738 ili preko web sajta dršulc.com. Ukoliko želite da studirate prirodnu medicinu iz svog stana putem interneta, posetite sajt institutpm.com ili zakonizdravlja.com. Upis je otvoren tokom cele godine.